Alright everyone, how is it going? And welcome back to episode 2 of the Bolton Youth Squad Career Mode. Last episode we left off recalling our scouts as we just got into August, which is where the first games of the League 2 season start. We'll have a quick recap of that quickly just so you can see it on screen. Start off in the first day against Leyton Orient. It's pretty much a game weekly up until the 12th. We'll have our first one in the Carabao Cup against Gillingham. It's a pretty packed month. We've got a midweek game there against Forest Green as well. We'll also find it every single Saturday, but that's okay. We obviously got a few new players last episode that our scouts managed to bring back for us and adapt our team a little bit to get them in. I do go and start Leo Marks ahead of Gin just because he's an actual left winger. He's a bit quicker and he's 6 ratings higher. We'll get his sharpness and stuff up, get him a prime player for us. So very happy with that. Still only got the 4 youth starters in our team, but we'll make changes to that as soon as we can. As soon as the boys get back with some more players for us. But yeah, that takes us straight into our first game here, which is against Leyton. 20 minutes in, we start things off. Carlos Silvera plays it in the Hancock, takes it in the stride and bangs it. First goal of the season, and we don't stop there. 10 minutes later, we're bombed down with Leo Marks in his debut. Rolls it over Silvera. He plays it for the Hancock again, and pretty much identical finish. 2-0 to us. But just before half time, let him get through here. It's a beautiful wee through ball. Straight to the guts of the defence, and he finishes that in the near post. Not ideal. Then into the second half, they're in again. Played through the middle. I just run past him, a shocking defending. But he does hit the shot wide. Thank you for that. But we're back on the press here. Some passes through the midfield. End up going from Silvera to Hancock. They seal off his hat-trick, but it is straight at the keeper and does get saved. Pretty unlucky there, but they're in again. My defence just can't handle it. The keeper comes out and it is a beautiful little chip to complete the bottle. Pretty much. Not the best thing to see. Maybe a few subs here just to bring on some of the senior players to try to win us the game back. So we're going to start the youth players. We can bring on whoever we want until we have a full bench. But we're in here in the 79th minute. It's Lee. He cracks a shot. Comes flying back off the bar. Very unlucky there. And in the 90th minute here, we're trying to get through Hancock. Just can't do it. The defence just seals us out. Plays it around a bit. And the final whistle. So the first game of the season is a 2-2 draw. It's not a bad result, but it is pretty unfortunate that we're 3 away 2-0 lead. But I am confident we'll get the boys going at some point. Once I get a few games under them. And right here, I actually go and sack the 1-star scout just because I have a bit of money from a couple sales I made. And I pick up a decent one here at a 4-star, 4-star with the rest of our money pretty much. And we send them up straight away and we send them out to Morocco. Again, just a free month because we'll probably call them back once we get one player. But hopefully we'll get someone decent to start winning these games. And I brought back the second scout, relocated him, sent them out to Hungary this time. And because we're lacking with the defence, I selected it for it to be a defensive-minded player. And then obviously we've got another month for the Northern Ireland one to try and get as a player that we can actually use. But right here you can see we're in our player chat. One of our sub goalkeepers, Billy Crellin, comes in here and asks to be started. I said the old chap that's currently starting, so I go, yeah, fair enough. Let's see if he's got something. So I'll stick him in for a few games, see what he's like. As we go in their second game here, an away game against Morecambe. In the first 10 minutes, Delgado is running down the wing, cut it back to Silvera. He opens it up onto his right foot and then shoots with his 1-star left foot. But it goes in, so I'm not going to question it. Tight little finish from the Brazilian. But a few minutes after, we've got Morecambe down the wing. Again, it's just terrible defending. He cracks a shot, but Crellin does get a save on his first calling. So it's looking good for him so far. And in 25th minute, we'll play it around. Hancock spreads the pass over to Delgado. He takes it under control and goes in and finishes it across the keeper. Brilliant goal once again. Put us 2 goals in the lead. But we know what happened last time we were at this stage. So we're not getting our foot off the fucking pedal. We are storming through. A beautiful 3 ball play through there to Hancock. He chases it down. Keeper comes out a little bit. I roll it around him. And bang. He can't be seeing people score goals without getting one himself. So there we have it. 3-0 the first half. But here we go. Stockton steps from the defence. Keeper comes out. Chips the keeper. It's an outrageous goal to be fair to him. But as long as we don't concede more, we should be okay. And speaking of that, they're through again. I thought that was offside for a second, but it wasn't. Stockton gets a second. And 3-2. Just like that. So it's not great. But Lee plays through the Hancock. He gets on the, well, he's got 2 strong feet, but on his left foot. Almost certain goal, but it's not. Still 3-2. And Hancock here sees to run to his left with Leo Marks. Threads it in. Marks goes on in. Smacks it across the keeper on his left peg. And we'll win the match 4-2. It's an alright brilliant game from the attack there. Still need to work on that defence. Obviously it's not their fault, I just can't defend really. But what can we do? And yeah, we're pretty much non-stop games at this point, because that takes us all the way up to the first round of the Carabao Cup, where we have Gillingham, as I mentioned earlier, an away game, which we go straight into. We'll make a slight adaptation to the team this time, just to rest Marks, because he's the one who's got the lowest stamina out of the 4 there, but Jim back in, and we go straight into the game. 15 minutes in, Jin's on the ball, plays it to Hancock, tried to find it back to him, but Sarcevic dinks it into the box, and Hancock on the volley. Absolute quality finish. He can score a lot, this guy. Absolute baller. And yeah, we're still just going for it. Get as many goals as we can. Silvera in the Hancock. He runs through, bangs it into the far corner. Gets the second 20 minutes. And into the second half, get Gillingham are playing some ball here. Crowell runs out, just about stops it without giving him a penalty. What an absolute don he will do for now, that's for sure. Until he starts messing up again, which I'm assuming all goalkeepers will. They're in again here. More shoddy defence. I just start sliding about, trying to block whatever pass might come across, but he just keeps the ball, shoots it near post, and we're now only one goal in the lead. And yeah, but similar things just keep happening. Dempsey, Oliver, the ball finds its way out to the wing where there's no players marking, and they cut it back, take the shot, but Crellin is there. Pretty woeful shot to be fair, but you know, he gets all the credit for that. And in the 80th minute, managed to get it down the wing, the Jin just escapes the defence, dinks it across into the 6-yard box, and Hancock completes his hat-trick to win us the game and send us through to the second round. Or does he? In the stoppage time, John get one more attack here, just can't get the ball away. I'm going to go 3-2, but we'll still go 3. Don't need to watch that one too many times, god damn. But yeah, when we get out of this match, we actually get a transfer offer for one of our players. It's not a lot, it's just a 440 grand offer for Ronan Darcy. And as we don't need any of our actual players, we accept it, get as much money in as we can for our youth players, and obviously upgrading our scouts when we can. And then go straight into our fourth game of the episode, which is our third league game of the season against Grimsby Town. And it takes a while for anything to happen in this game. In fact, stoppage time of the first half, where Declan John whips the ball in, our left back to Delgado, whose header is shocking as we go into half time 0-0. And in the 70th minute, I try and pass it out from the back, goes straight to the Grimsby player, which kickstarts a cheeky bit of play there, which ends sending Williams through, and he cracks the shot. Just goes wide though, grateful to see that. But they seem to get their attack going. Marias is in, hits the shot near post, slaps it in there. And yeah, we just couldn't really get attacks going. Grimsby were all over us at this point, just getting more and more attacks when they can. Just look at this for a goal, they just pass it around, cut it back, and bang, and we lose the match 2-0. First league loss of the season, a little unfortunate, but we can't win them all. I mean, obviously we've won 1 out of 3, but you know what I mean. We're going to try and get our form back here though against Forest Green Rovers. Obviously last game I brought Marks back in, but we just couldn't get attacks going, but he's in for this game too. And 40 minutes in, Lee plays the ball through the middle, goes straight to Hancock, gets it on that left foot, curves it round the keeper, and we go 1-0 up. But in the second half, some nice play from the Forest Green brothers here. They get a shot, I do block it, but I ball straight back to him, and he just slots it home. So there's a bit of luck in that one for them, but my defending in this game just isn't good, so can't really do much. Then coming up to the last 5 minutes, they're around outside the box here with the ball. It's just absolute chaos, and they do crack the shot in the end, but it does go wide, which is a pretty good relief as we don't get any more attacks that game, and we'll draw the match 1-1. So we're back at our unbeaten streak at least. Yeah, the games just come in thick and fast here. Oldham Athletics next. This game will make a slight change again because Delgado this time is low on stamina, so we'll bring in Jane for the right wing this time. And 30 minutes in, we'll manage to win the ball back, play it around the side a bit, dink it in. It's not quite cleared, but we'll keep playing with it. Lee plays to the Jin, back in the starting 11 and back in with the goals. It's a very nice finish into the near post. Get our scoring back in action, but at the start of the second half, Oldham are through. It's another goal at the near post. Crellins not covering that very well. We do really need to get a nice goalkeeper in that will keep an eye on that post. But we do make a few subs. We've got Marcus Madison in. He's running through, uncontested, takes the shot, and I mean, what is that? But yeah, Oldham are straight on the attack. My defence is all out of shapes again. Run at the keeper. This time he doesn't chip it, he just absolutely whats it into the near post. And yeah, we're just not playing well at this point. It's just not clicking for us. We get a corner in the 90th minute. We'll whip it in. Hancock gets his head to it. That's an insanely good save from the keeper there to keep it at 2-1 Oldham. And it's another loss, unfortunately. But I don't mind at this point. It's early on in the season. We've got something to build on from. We can only improve, really, by getting more players in when we can. Speaking of that, we've actually got a transfer offer for one of our players here, and it's 1.1 million. Which is a pretty good offer, except that right away. That'll help us out quite a lot, thankfully. But obviously we can't do anything with it yet. We need to wait for our scouts to get back. We're into our second round of the Carabao Cup already, which is against Wigan. An added game to the calendar. Madison in the starting team this time in centre mid. Played to play the Hancock, who just about fires the shot wide. Very unlucky. Then Wigan are in, just playing around the outside of the box. A very nice pass there, just an open man. And slot in at the near post once again. Make it 1-0 to Wigan. But we're determined this time. Nothing comes to fruition for us. And just like that, Wigan are through. It's Dodo. Hits the shot in off the post. Not much we can do about that one. And yeah, Wigan just proving to be that step ahead pretty much of where we want to be. Got a corner here though in the 77th minute. which nothing much coming from. It goes straight back to Marks, it takes the corner. He runs back in with the ball, just about keeps it in, dinks it in, and Delaney on the header, bounces it off the ground into the roof of the net. Pretty tidy header that, but Wigan aren't done yet. 10 minutes to go, they're still playing about. Don't know what I did in the ball there, but I went straight to the Wigan player to make it 3-1. That's completely my fault. And to finish things off, in the 90th minute, they're through to take a shot. The keeper makes a brilliant save there, but the ball comes back out, smacks it across into the far post, and wrapped up the game at 4-1. So we do go bombing out of the Carabao Cup kinda early at the second round. I'm not going to get too annoyed at it. Our main focus is getting promoted, obviously, or at least getting in the playoff spots. Have a go at it. And speaking of the league, we're straight back into it. We're our final game of August and our final game of this episode, which is against Scunthorpe. This game we go in with the same team we used in our very first game this episode. Try and get us back into winning ways. And 20 minutes in, Hancock has the ball running with absolute power. Hits the shot. It goes low and just wide of the post. We'll play it down the wing here. Leo Marks has got a bit of space. I don't know what the right back's doing there. He's just playing like one of my defenders. But Hancock gives it to Silvera. He tries to knock it through the defender. Pretty lucky to get the ball back there. He runs on through and carries around the keeper's near post to get us 1-0 up. Takes in the second half here. Scunthorpe down the left wing. I try and cover off the Sweat. I think there's no way he's going to score from that angle. But, you know, near posts with my keeper. He's like, yeah, I'll fancy that. He's managed to squeeze that in somehow. Fair play to the lad. But we're back on here. Silvera plays a 1-2 with Sarcevic. Silvera is back in. Another pretty similar goal to his first. To get us back in the lead. Very nice stuff. Then our subs are linking up again. Nanua and Madison makes it 3-1 to win us the game. So a good way to end the month. Back with a nice 3 points. It's needed after the rocky middle of August we had. But yeah, now you can see as the August is over, pretty much we're at deadline day, which is usually an exciting point in a career mode, but as a Gunsign players, it's just another day. So we get that over and done with to see that one of our scouts has come back, and that is an Northern Irish scout. He has returned for a second month. This time he's still got Jack Stewart there, but the player I do pick up, just so we can get this scout recalled and sent back out somewhere else, we'll pick up Michael Cassidy there. It's not the best looking potential, but something to build with. He looks like a midfielder, so get him in. And we do go on and look at our youth development squad and see he is there. He's a cam. Don't really need a cam, but we can turn him in centre mid. No bother whatsoever. Even with that atrocious defending, so maybe Silvera will go centre mid, but he's been brilliant in cam so far. But yeah, the rest of the players are still 15. Toft looking like a top goalkeeper there, with a max potential of 64. Debating whether we should keep him and just try and get him in the starting 11. I don't know, let the dynamic potential rise him, or just be like, nah. But we'll have to see in the next few episodes whether that happens or not. You can give me tips if you want in the comments. But yeah, that is it for this episode. Next episode we'll get cracking on with September, and obviously our first two scouts will also be back, as you can see there, on the 3rd and on the 7th of the next month. So we'll get our Moroccan and our Hungarian to hopefully add to our team. But yeah, that is it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, it'd be so massively appreciated if you drop a like on it, and if you're new around here, feel free to subscribe. The next episode will be out very soon, and as always, if you have any suggestions for countries you want to see me go scout to, leave them in the comments and I'll get on to them. If you want to ask me any questions, follow me on Twitter. That's all in the description, just at jcrew98. I'll always be there to answer any questions, same with the comments. But yeah, that's it for me today. Thank you once again, and I will see you next time.